All right, troop 10, hut. Forward march. Do something. Welcome to Fort Irving. As we begin today, Vanderbilt is saddling his horse. I wonder what he thinks he tied the horse up to.
Where are you?
"16 episodes, that's the first time we've done that joke this season. Meanwhile, business at the saloon has fallen off a lot. O'Rourke has an idea to get the troopers back spending their money, although the captain has said no to it before. Thing is, the captain believes Pete the bartender owns the saloon.
We have come on behalf of good old Pete.
Good old Pete?
The bartender over at the saloon, sir.
The widower.
With 9 children.
All with rickets.
Oh, no, I'm awfully sorry to hear that. Well, maybe we could take some money out of the troop fund and give him a hand.
Oh, no, sir. He would never accept charity, sir.
Well, what does he want?
Dancing girls.
Dancing girls? For rickets?
Rickets is a strange disease. It's not caused by a bacterium or a virus. It's caused by a lack of vitamin D. It's characterized by really soft bones and occurs mostly in children. Bones bend into shapes that result in bow legs, flat feet, misshapen arms, and more. The only known treatment is vitamin D, but the good news is it works. Rickets occur mostly in third world countries where food doesn't have much vitamin D, if it has any at all. We've mostly eradicated it in the United States, thanks mainly to nutrition education and good advertising by the booming vitamin supplement market. They explain that if Pete could have dancing girls, it would triple his business and he could get treatment for his kids. The captain finally gives in.
Oh, excuse me, soldiers. Is this where I find the military governor of the town?
Yeah, right in there. Captain Parmenter's his name.
Are you a stranger in these parts, stranger?
Yes, but not for long. I'm Dan Larson, the new owner of the saloon.
Well, in that case, we'll make you a great deal on some dancing girls. Wait, you're the what?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you must be Sergeant O'Rourke, former holder of this lease.
How'd you get that?
When the owner of the building turned down my bid, he made the mistake of telling me he was leasing to a soldier on active duty. The rest was easy.
Listen, Larson, we got no room here at Fort Courage for blackmailers.
It's kind of illegal for him to own the saloon, so Larson can send him to prison if he talks too much.
Oh, come now, Sergeant. Every town needs a crook.
Yes, but we already have one, so move along to the next town. Next stop, the Heckowie camp. If Wild Eagle won't sell whiskey to Larson, he'll go out of business in a couple of weeks. Wild Eagle agrees. That's good, because here comes Larson.
Oh, I didn't come up here to buy any whiskey.
You didn't?
No, I thought perhaps the chief would like to buy some of mine.
You got whiskey?
All I could use. There it is. Blackfoot bourbon, Apache ale, Comanche cognac, and Shawnee sherry.
Something I don't understand. He got the lease on the place all right, but all the furnishings, fixtures, and everything else inside belongs to O'Rourke. He can't legally use them until he settles up with the sergeant. Too bad I seem to be the only one who thought of that. He also took over something else.
Dancing girls.
Oh, now, Jane.
You, as military governor of this fort, would stand by and let a stranger run the saloon with 10 dancing girls.
12, but who's counting?
I just bet you know how many there are. You probably couldn't wait to go over there and greet them.
Now, Jane, as military governor, it was my duty to check their costumes and see that they were not going to be scantily clad.
Well, are they going to be scantily clad?
Not now.
It's a horrendous job, but it's his duty.
At rehearsal this afternoon,
At rehearsal.
I had to check the dance, too, and all they were doing was this new dance that just came over from France. See? It's called the can-can. Now watch. Da, 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 jump above. Now, is there anything wrong with that?
Not when you're wearing a cavalry uniform.
Well, Sarge, you always say Captain Parmenter is the man who can get things done. Jane is still protesting, and suddenly O'Rourke has switched sides.
I agree completely with Jane.
You do? Well, what about Pete, the bartender? Didn't you tell me his children were suffering from rickets?
Not rickets, sir. Crickets.
Crickets? That's right, sir. They had the whole house surrounded. The poor little children could never get any sleep.
But that's all over, sir. They burned the fields, and now those kids are sleeping like babies.
Really? Say his rich uncle died and left him enough to get the kids treated. Say the people of his town took up a collection. Say all the kids already walk like stereotype gunslingers, so it's too late. Say anything, except maybe crickets.
Well, I've already given permission for the girls to dance.
But, sir, if there are no troopers, there'll be no business in the saloon. And if there's no business, this undesirable element will be forced to leave town.
And here come the troopers into town.
And there go the troopers back out of town because the captain just confined everybody to the fort until further notice.
I'll bet this was all your idea.
No, it was our idea.
Word of that spreads to the whole troop, so it's time for the silent treatment.
Dobbs, old buddy, talk to me. Say something. Anything.
Nobody will talk to them. O'Rourke doesn't care, but Agarn can't stand it. He finally breaks.
Dobbs, you can't do this to me. Dobbs, I'm your buddy. Dobbs, say anything to me. Well, say something to me, Dobbs. Say something. Anything, Dobbs. Dobbs.
Agarn,
You said something to me, Dobbs. You said my name. What is it, Dobbs? What is it?
you're standing on my foot.
And when you see Larry Storch break, you know you've seen breakness.
I'll fix that up in a minute. I've got some good polish over here. Won't take any time at all. Beautiful, Dobbs. Be just like new. You'll love it, Dobbs. You'll just love it.
Agarn?
Yes, Duffy. Anything I can do for you, Duffy? Polish your boots? Press your uniform? Trim your mustache? Name it.
Agarn, if you want us to talk to you, there's something you can do for us.
What is it, Duffy? Name it anything.
Figure out a way we can get into town to see those dancing girls.
Being Agarn, he won't try to come up with a way to convince the captain to rescind the order. He'll try to be sneaky, but O'Rourke always seems to be one step ahead of him. No, I said one step ahead of him, not one step on head of him.
Oh, Jane,
Yes, Wilton?
you forgot your basket.
Oh, we'll just throw it in the wagon, Wilton.
Oh.
Your wagon may have reached its load limit. The captain realizes that his order has sent the men's morale into the dumper, so he rescinds it. Looks like O'Rourke Enterprises just underwent a hostile takeover.
Well, good evening, gentlemen. Nice to see you.
Wish we could say the same, Larson.
I'm afraid you'll have to stand out here. There's a 3-hour wait for tables.
You think you got it made, don't you, Larson? Well, I'll tell you something. That's a one-beer-a-night crowd.
Yeah.
You haven't found out what I'm charging for that beer.
That figures you'd raise the price.
There's also a cover charge, gentlemen.
A cover charge. Come on, Sarge. We'll
Wait a minute. How much?
$1 a couple. And I must say, you make a lovely couple.
He's not wrong about that. Good thing O'Rourke still has all the keys to the place. Now I'm wondering how Larson intends to lock up later, but that's his problem. They wait until everyone is gone and the place is closed, then get to work.
Oh, good afternoon, Captain. Sergeant O'Rourke, Corporal.
Good afternoon, Mr. Larson.
We don't open until 6, but I'm always delighted to have my friends drop in anytime.
Well, I'm here on official business, Mr. Larson.
Oh?
Oh, yes, the captain's just here to make a routine building inspection.
I'm sure this is something he does every year or so. We just didn't see him do it.
Now, I have several safety precautions I have to ask you about.
Oh, well, why don't you sit right down here, sir?
No, Captain. Sit over here, sir.
If you prefer to sit on the floor, just say so. You don't have to destroy the man's furniture.
That's never happened before.
And he should know. He's owned the place for a whole day.
Sir, I demand a complete investigation.
Oh, that table was in perfectly good shape last night.
Oh, sure. I suppose somebody snuck in here during the night and sawed through the legs. Is that what you expect him to believe? The captain needs a sarsaparilla.
It's on the house, Captain.
Aha! Trying to bribe the captain. I knew he'd get around to that, sir.
I'm not trying to bribe anybody.
I'm not trying to bribe him, I'm trying to cripple him. That way I know I can run faster than he can when he tries to arrest me.
Dan, are you ready to see this new stuff?
Go ahead, Lily. Oh, you'll love this, Captain.
All right, Harry, hit it.
The captain will go upstairs to see how things are up there, as if we don't see what's coming a mile away.
I haven't lost this saloon yet. I can handle Captain Pomona.
There he is, start handling him. No, I mean literally. Use your hands and help him up.
Sorry about that. Oh. You were saying, Mr. Larson?
Of course, Larson is too dignified to get his hands dirty in that stuff. Unless, of course, he has a little help.
Oh, my. Oh, yes. Well.
In fact, there's so much help he can't stand it. Jane is proud of Wilton for getting rid of Larson.
It's my duty as military governor of Fort Courage to see that no undesirable elements come into town.
That's why you're getting rid of the dancing girls.
I didn't say I was getting rid of the dancing girls.
You haven't seen what they do for morale.
Wilton Pomona, you mean to tell me that you're going to let those hussies get up on stage and throw their legs around like this?
Now, just a minute, Jane. You've got this thing all wrong.
And you get rid of the dancing girls?
No, I mean you're doing the dance wrong. Now watch. Da, 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 yum, ba.
Sorry, Captain, you may know the steps, but you just don't have the legs for it.
In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now, heaven knows, anything goes.
Gudsu och Swefe var långt till ladong var sång så där sång i din webba. Anything goes.
Even so, the captain relents. He'll get rid of them. Pete isn't around, so he gives the message to O'Rourke and Agarn.
Well, how do you like that? Yeah.
I knew there was one I missed.
Not anymore. If you're enjoying this, be sure to click the thumbs up button to show you like it. If you're not subscribed yet, punch me in the face right here and get it done. And don't forget that you can become a patron and help keep this kitty fed. The link is below. Until next time.